going on, everyone? Welcome back to Whiskier. Today, we are going to Security Discount Liquors. Yes, I did film a video there already, but you're going to want to stay tuned. There's some special stuff there today. The store owner and I have built a great relationship since that first video. I'm there probably 3 to 4 days a week, man, just tasting stuff, talking bourbon, buying bourbon. You know, it's my go-to spot. So, we're going to take you there today. They got some awesome store picks in, some great new products on the shelf, and it's going to be a cool video. I'm feeling good about this video, you know what I mean? This is going to be a good one. The store owner hyped me up for it. We're hyped about it, so I hope you enjoy this one, and we'll see you there. All right, y'all, we're back at my favorite liquor store, okay? This is my favorite. The reason we're back here is because they got some awesome barrel picks in and a lot of great new products on the shelf that we're just going to talk about. If you didn't watch the first video, recommend you watch that, but we're going to talk about some things, and in particular, these picks. They're phenomenal. I had to come back so people know. Right now, this isn't a pick. It is a single barrel, but this wasn't what the store owner selected. This is a 4-square rum finish. Normally, I don't like rum. I think it's too sweet. I have tried this, though, and this blew me away. The nose, it is really sweet. It's so nice on the nose. Very good caramel, vanilla. It's so nice. It just sips so good. If you, it's almost like a candy. It's that sweet, but it's not the sugary. I get a weird note off of rum anytime I've tasted it. For this being 120 proof, I promise it probably sips at like 105, 110. It's pretty fantastic. It's real good. All right, so next we're going to talk about their rye finish in Madeira cask. This is the first pick that the store owner actually selected himself. Take a look at these side labels too. It gives you more detail on the flavor profile and whatnot. But this Madeira is finished 7 years. The proof, 108 proof. And I will say, we're going to talk about one more, a Tokai finish. It's a cigar blend. But when we were tasting these side by side, at first I thought I liked the cigar blend. This is just, it's special. I use that one to pour, but I just wanted to show you all the side label that this one had. That nose is so perfect. It's really so perfect.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch through and through. Cheers, dude. Cheers. That's some good stuff, dude. Oh my goodness. And I think coming back from the 120 proof, even though that sips lower, to going even lower to 108, this is like the sweet spot right now for what this is. I think if it was any higher proof, you might get some of that Madeira a little bit more, a little bit too strong. This really lets that rye come through. No rye spice though, it's just sweet. It is so sweet, so good, finishing that barrel. I love this, I really do. Also, I just want to talk real quick. This single barrel pick in Madeira is $89.99. For this brand, Art of the Spirits, that's the cheapest you'll probably find in the whole city. It's really, really good, it's really worth it. All right, now the last with the store pick we're gonna talk about is this finish in Tokai cigar blend. You got such a cool sticker on it, the Devil Dog. Now, what this is a Marine, one of the Marines that passed away when we pulled out of Afghanistan. So they put him on this bottle. It's a commemorative bottle, super awesome. And a lot of proceeds. They do a lot of great things, this company, too. They take veterans out to Costco trips, let them fill up a couple of carts and pay for them, you know. So they do great things for the community, along with just representing some of our military community. It's so cool. Now, this bottle, also aged, this is a blend. Let me pull out the side sticker for you. This is a blend of a 7-year and 8-year. Such a cool side sticker too. But this was the barrel that when the store owner was gone into the distillery, he knew, okay, I want a cigar blend. That's what I'm buying, right? So they tasted a bunch of different barrels of cigar blends. This by far won, and it's phenomenal from what I remember. But right before he was leaving, that's when they said, hey, just try this too. He tried it, loved it so much that he bought a second barrel. So he bought this barrel as well, because he said I couldn't leave that there. Like, I had to have that for the store. So these have been selling, doing so good, but they need to be sold. They're that, I promise you, they're that good. And just come in the store, he'll let you taste it. Cheers. This is honey for me.
I get honey.
Nice honey. It's so sweet, because that Tokai is, I think, a wine. It's a wine barrel, so they finish it in that. And think of what that would pair with a cigar.
Pair great with the cigar.
You know, the thing, oh man, the finish on this is so good. So good. It kind of gives you a nice little kick. It's not overpowering. It's real sweet, real good. Like you said, would go well with a cigar. The one note I pick up off of it, like immediately, is very, very small amount of raisin, like a raisin would taste. And after that, it's just sweet goodness. I love this. I couldn't choose which one I like, so got them both. You know, I have both of these at my house. I just cracked them. I did a live stream on them, but I wanted to show you the store that they come from. This is truly one of the best stores. It's my favorite store, my personal store. Now we're gonna taste what's called Keeper's Heart. Now look, I started on Irish whiskey, for those of you that don't know. Some of you might. But the very first bottle I ever bought was Bushmills Irish whiskey. Loved it. I swore by it, and then someone showed me good bourbon. But this is an Irish and bourbon mix. Super cool bottle. Coming in at 118 proof too. That's my proof point. You know, I like it. 110 and above. The nose on this doesn't smell Irish at all. It's very sweet, like a bourbon, but it's different. You know, it's really, really nice. Cheers.
Cheers. That's fantastic.
That is good, right? Isn't that so different but so good?
That's great. And I'm not a Scotch whiskey guy either.
Scotch, Irish, you don't like much of that stuff. So this is the Irish one, but it's just different. It's just different. You know what I mean? It's phenomenal. And we'll talk about price too, because we're going to go around real quick and show you, point out some of the things that we tasted, and just show you the goodies they got on the shelf here. It's a great store. I can't express that enough. And this is a great bottle. I want to say it's under $60 too for 118 proof. All right, now we're going to talk about a brand that I was recently introduced to by the store owner here. Blew me the hell away. Like, seriously, fell in love with this bottle. I've even reached out to them, told them, like, hey, I really love the stuff that y'all have. So I just poured this up. Bacta. This is called Bacta. Now, for those of you that don't know, the guy that owned Whistle Pig sold Whistle Pig and created Bacta. His last name is Bacta. This is straight rye mixed with Calvados and Armagnac. I know it is kind of a whiskey. I mean, there's some rye whiskey in here, but you know what's special about this? The oldest spirit is from 1928. I would assume that might be an Armagnac from 1928. Now, the rye is not that old, obviously, but it's just super cool, super unique bottles to have. They're beautiful. So, smelling this it's candy corn. Through and through, it smells like a candy corn. I love candy corn, like those Halloween pumpkin. You know, it's sugar. You know, that's what it is, but it just smells like the fall time. I love it. Let's get into this. Woo, that smells so good. It's so good, guys. I'm telling you, I fell in love with this. I've tried I've tried everything that he has in the store of Bacta, because it's that good. It's phenomenal. Come down here, try this for yourself, and we're going to talk about prices right after we finish this glass. So, you know, I am getting into Scotch. Not getting into Scotch. I've tried a couple that I like. Majority I don't. However, I feel like it's kind of left out if I don't at least show it. And this selection is the biggest I've seen in the city. So I just want to show you guys, just kind of shelf goers, show you what you can get here. Let me know kind of if you are a Scotch drinker, what would you grab as a Scotch drinker? But here you go, just check it out. There's got to be something here. There's got to be some hidden gems, something that I should be trying, even though I'm not a Scotch drinker. But look, they have a great selection. Now let's go look at some stuff that I do know over there. One. All right, we are. We're now gonna go through the bourbon selection again, show you some goodies, show you the stuff that they have on the shelf, and I'm gonna recommend we should be buying. Real quick, back up just a couple steps with me, real quick. You're a bourbon drinker, and you might be thinking about tequila, or you kind of want something a little different. Arte Nam 1146 is phenomenal. I fell in love with 1146. And this is also the cheapest I've seen it in a store. So make sure, if you're a bourbon drinker, if you're a tequila drinker, or you might be, hey, let's try something different. I can't really find the stuff I'm always looking for. Arte Nam 1146. Now, to the bourbons. You have your 2XO Jim Kentucky 194. You always see that 199, but of course you're gonna save some money here. Rebel 10 coming at 99. You know, in almost every single video, someone says, "Why didn't you grab the Rebel 10?" I tried it, I loved it. I'm gonna get around to getting one day. They always have them here. Henry McKenna, I've had good bottles, I've had bad bottles. Can't tell you about these two. Don't really know much about them. $2.29 for Wyoming though. If any of you know, let me know. Never seen this bottle before. It's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Just kidding. We all know what that is, guys. That's Blanton single barrel.
Have you ever seen it that low?
No. Yeah.
No.
$69.99. Who could have that? Possibly you. And if you care about dump date, I don't really. This was November 20th of 2023. So, Sinatra, $169. Booker's, $99.99. You got a Yellowstone Limited, $124.99 right next to it. And then you have some Elijah Craig, Barrel Proof Batch A, Larceny Batch A. What's this? Have you seen that?
Nope, never seen it.
That looks like America. It looks... What is that? Anyway, yeah, we know what that is, guys.
Looks like a damn good bottle.
Eagle Rare for $39.99, and then right next to it, what's that?
It says Special Reserve.
How do you say it? Wheeler? Nah, we know
Wheeler
that.
Special Reserve.
Weller for $39.99, and then of course
Nope, $30.99.
$30.99, even better. And then of course your Sazerac Rye for $32.99. Let's go see some more stuff. I heard if you drink this, it makes you do crazy things. Of course, your Smoke Wagon selection for you Smoke Wagon fans: Penelope, Toasted, Rosé, and Barrel. Can I just point this out though? I need to point this out. Penelope Rosé, $55.99. You ain't finding that, Jaron. Tell them how much you bought your bottle for.
I'm embarrassed to say that I bought it for $90.
Oof. And then look, here we go. We got some Bardstown Origin, the Bottled and Bond collab series. I still don't really know much about, but that's what we got so far on this side. Call me the keeper of your heart for giving you good recommendations. Anyway, I was right at $60, $59.99 for the keeper's heart. Irish bourbon cask strength, dude. You liked it, right?
It was phenomenal.
It's so good.
It was really good.
So good. It's so unique. It's something different to have. I think the bottle looks great. And then come over just a little bit this way. This stuff is real good, guys. The Lucky 7 Double Oak. Not too sure on these two. I haven't had them, but this Lucky 7 Double Oak is fantastic. And then again, another cool bottle that we got to look at how dark that is. It is so dark. But Kings County Distillery, supposedly the oldest distillery in New York. This is their cask strength. This is the only store that I've ever seen them have a cask strength of $95.99. Now we're going to show you some more stuff just on the shelf, casually sitting here. Going through with one of their Tokai store pick. It's phenomenal. But look, this is the Bacta that we just tried. This Bacta 2013, I'm not even kidding you. Call me crazy, call me what you want. This was the closest thing that I've ever tasted to Pappy 15. It gave me similar profile. It was just really good. Now it's an Armagnac cask finish bourbon, but my goodness, it was good. The Straight Rye 2013 as well. So these are what they call their vintage lineup. Obviously, we know they have older stuff. I've had an Armagnac from them that's 50 years old. That's also a bottle I recently bought, my celebration bottle, you know. So, gonna move on. Redwood Empire Straight Rye Bottled and Bond. That's the first store I've seen that has a rye bottled and bond. Here I just picked up a Grizzly Beast, which I fell in love with. It's just such good stuff. And look, take a look at the other things on the shelf here too. Again, this is a store that we've filmed at before, so a lot of you are going to see some of the same bottles, but if you haven't, I just wanted to show you what they have available to you. Also, a Green River store pick. Those aren't the easiest to find in the city right now, but they have them here, $65.99. So, of course, you have your Whistle Pig 10, Whistle Pig 12, Whistle Pig 15. Now, moving on, Jefferson's Tropics. You got Jefferson Ocean. That's pretty cheap for Jefferson's Ocean, if you're a big fan. Now, I want to say this. Look, shout out to my guy Fabian, Patreon member, subscriber here on YouTube. He sent us a sample of this 2XO Tribute Blend. It's $99.99, but I think Jaron and I would both agree, I would pay that.
Easily.
It was one, if not the best pour that night on our live stream. That was so good, so tasty. I just fell in love with it. And then here, it's just so much. There's such a great selection of everything. Just check it all out. Now, I got some. I'm going to leave it on the shelf for you taters because I've tasted it. It is what it is. Not my favorite, but 1924, $135.99. They have a couple of them here on the shelf. And then if you scoop just a little bit, Double Oak Peerless Rye, $127.99. And again, I filmed the video. If you want to see all the rest, in detail, my recommendations for you, Go ahead and check out the last video we did. It's the bourbon hunting in a small town, because this is technically a small town right outside of Colorado Springs, if you will. But you also should come in here for yourself if you live even in Denver. It's worth the trip down here. The owner's great. You could have some great pours. I mean, we had a pour the entire time that we browsed these shelves. Shout out to Security Discount Liquor for always hosting, always having us here. It's been a great time, great experience. Again, I'm here like 3 or 4 days a week. It's the best. As always, we'll see you in the next one.